inspiration, education, action. This is the Seeds to Success Show with Ben Godinez on Money 105.5.
Stop drinking and driving. Uber and ride instead. Welcome to the Seeds to Success Show. I am your host and Insurance 101 guy, Ben Godinez with Gateway Insurance Group. Take the if out of life and learn to live. Thanks so much for joining us here today. We've got an awesome topic as always, talking about inspiration, education, and action. Today we are talking about being an entrepreneur with Andrew and Michelle from Flatland Brewing Company in Elk Grove. Say hello, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Welcome to the show. I'm so privileged to have you guys because not only am I a fan, but I love what you guys are about. Love your beer, obviously, have from day one, but you are a living example of what I like to say as the American dream. And so we're going to get into what they do here in just a moment. We are on Facebook Live, so if you're at your computer right now, make sure you go to the Seeds to Success page and watch us live behind the scenes. If you're watching this after Tuesday at 2 o'clock, it's because of Go View This Home Productions, and they splice this up and put it all over social media, YouTube. Subscribe to the Ben Godinez YouTube channel. Follow us on social media, Seeds to Success. And thank you very much to Go View This Home. Not only do they do high-quality video production, but they actually do listings for real estate. That's their primary gig, and they help you sell your home faster. So follow them on social media as well. And we thank them for making this look pretty and, you know, making me look like a handsome gentleman. It takes a lot of work in post-production. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being here and everybody that's tuning in because I really want to share their story of how they started Flatland. So thank you guys for being here. Andrew, I want them to get an idea of who you are. So can you give us a little bit of background? You're a pioneer in Elk Grove. You're the first brewery to actually open in Elk Grove, right?
Yeah, well, 10 years ago, there was this place called Elk Grove Brewery, and it was a brew pub.
Okay.
So we're the first production brewery in Elk Grove. And so the city doesn't quite know how to treat us. We're kind of the guinea pig right now. But a little bit about my background. I'm just a home brewer. I'm a total beer nerd. I got the bug a long time ago. Just started home brewing in my garage and actually started the kitchen. Okay. And, it just took off and took on to something.
Did the missus approve of that? Hold on a second. It started in the kitchen. That's kind of her domain, right?
It was pretty exciting, actually. We had a mutual friend that got us into it, and it was stovetop in our little apartment in Walnut Creek back in 2007 and 2008, and it was really fun. I got involved from the beginning with him.
Wow. Supporting you all the way. That is rare.
Always.
Yeah. Got to keep her there.
I don't think she's going anywhere.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah. Well, she's here supporting you now, so that's
yes. No, it's been great. It's been fun. You know, the beer industry, it can be a challenge, but again, at the end of the day, you have beer. So it's always fun and rewarding. And to have people, even as a home brewer, to have people enjoy something that you created that is tangible,
right?
It's just so cool, and it's a treat.
So you guys are in Elk Grove of all places. The beer scene's blowing up in Sacramento. By some, it's considered a saturated market. So what made you open in Elk Grove, where there's nothing?
Right. Well, that's why, and it's home. You know, we've been in Elk Grove for 8 years now, almost 8 years, and it's home. We're a couple miles from the brewery. Okay. The business before, actually, there's a long story behind that. The business before was a home brew supply store.
Yeah. And
I was kind of there part-time and working 5 other days at another job, and it was there for fun and education, kind of talk beer with people. And he wanted to close up shop, and I thought that the building that it was in was a prime location, and we're starting to see that now.
Right. Well, it's right next to the only Elk Grove golf course. It's right down the street.
Yeah, and it's a great course too. So have a beer, go hit some balls, come on back, or vice versa. Yeah. You win no matter what.
Right. Emerald Lakes has a nice driving range, right? And then it's an executive 9, but it's really built as you can play it twice in a row as an 18.
Yeah, and it's got some challenges, lots of water, and it's a fun course.
Right. So you can stumble down the street, before or afterwards.
Yeah, it's great.
So good location, but. What kind of research did you have to do to figure out if this was going to be profitable for you? Because I don't know anything about like the brew industry other than beer itself.
Yeah, so typically it's expensive to get into because the amount of stainless that you need to get out the gate. And there's no guarantee of profit. There in any business, there's no guarantee of profit, but you're hoping for the best. Expect the worst, hope for the best.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what we did. having that business essentially open before we did, they had a lot of the same values and models that we have now currently. So it was working for them. Not so much it was a homebrew supply store with a little small brewery there.
Right.
And I saw something there that could have been taken with and ran with, and here we are now, and I'm glad I made that decision.
Yeah. So you saw an opportunity in it, though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
absolutely.
the thing. It really is an underserved area. In Elk Grove, when you ask anybody that's from the area, they'll go, there's nothing here. Right, but I come from the Bay Area. You guys come from the Bay Area. We're both from the East Bay, really.
Right.
And we come here and go, there's so much land. There's so many people here. There's 166,000 people in Elk Grove. That's unreal. There's no town in the Bay Area that has that, with the exclusion of course, San Francisco and San Jose.
Right. So and no beer.
And no beer. That's the biggest thing is you saw that. You're like, okay, we've got an underserved community. We've got a homebrew supply store that's not thriving. Right. Perfect opportunity.
Yeah. So that's when we kind of dug our claws in, and it worked out well. And Elk Grove, again, being home, we saw that people were thirsty, and we saw that people wanted something like this. It's a very unique opportunity to give this to people, and we're lucky to be on the other side of it. Because you have to go to Sacramento, or you have to go to the Bay Area is, San Francisco is pretty big right now for some cool breweries.
I mean, in Sacramento, as actually number 2 highest brewery per capita in the country.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So next to Portland. So
Sure.
Portland has the most amount of breweries per capita. Elk Grove, none.
Oh, no.
Right?
Yeah.
But now, since you guys have opened, basically 2 other breweries have opened now, or at least one has officially opened.
One is totally open, Tilted Mash. They're about a mile away from us. And
Right.
Waterman is about to open hopefully before the end of the year.
Okay.
So, Tilted Mash, they've helped us out. They're great people. And I think they are feeling the same success that we've had,
Right.
just being 2 breweries in Elk Grove.
I mean, again, the thing about being an entrepreneur is, if I can just kind of go off on a little bit of a, not rabbit trail, but a tangent, is you've got to see where the void is, but yet there's a demand for. And that's tough to do sometimes. But what I like about what you guys have done is you said, okay, there's a huge demand in Sacramento. It's saturated. I mean, you can go downtown. You can go to 10 different brews within a mile or 2 of each other. Mm-hmm. By Beers and Sac, the app, it's perfect. I love it. So you can go to Beers and Sac app, and you see a map, and you see 24 different breweries, all within Sacramento. You saw that and said, let's start another opportunity in a growing community. And you picked Elk Grove not only because you live there, but because you said there are thirsty people there. For the last couple minutes of this segment, Andrew, can you talk a little bit about what's coming? Because you picked a location that is set to be like the new, what do I want to say, like Livermore, if that's comparable, where there was nothing there 10 years ago, and now they have the Paragon outlets, and they have all these new things coming.
Yeah.
Talk about what's coming in Elk Grove.
There's a lot actually happening right around us. It's kind of cool. We're right off the freeway off of 99. And
Right
there's a new retail center that just is going to open. Now it's got plans to open. There's the big outdoor mall, which is going to be changing to outlets. There is a huge casino, the biggest rancheria in California, going to be going in like a mile away from where we are. There's a huge soccer complex planned to be built. There's a movie theater. So where we are, honestly, is it's kind of tough to find right now. But because we have so much growth right around us, it's a gold mine. Right. Anywhere around this location is brilliant.
It's incredible. It really is. Because I also live just a few miles away from, I think, where you guys are, next to the old town of Franklin, which there's nothing there, obviously. But they're also going to make another pass-through from Highway 5 to 99 eventually in the next couple of years. So that's going to drive people from the west side of town all the way across to the east side of town and connect people vice versa.
Yeah, that'd be great. Bring more traffic down that way. And they're going to need it. I mean, it's going to be so busy out there that they're going to need lots of ways in and out.
That's right. So, again, Uber and ride, don't drink and drive, which, especially when you're coming from the Emerald Lakes Golf Course.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to be back here with Andrew from Flatland Brewing Company. Stay with us here on the Seeds of Success show.